What's your first movement when you see this high and loopy ball coming to you? A lot of people just tend to stay there because they don't know what to do and end up hitting it above their shoulder level, which is not an ideal contact point. So in this video, I'm going to show you guys how to deal with that high ball on your forehand side with the step-by-step drills. I'll also show you guys a couple of fading and rallying drill to work on that high and deep ball shots. So let's get started. So let's begin with the contact point. Um, with that high ball, the ideal contact point should be between your shoulder and your waist level. Anything above your shoulder is going to be really hard to put power and spin on the ball. So a lot of people just wait on the baseline and end up hitting it about this height, which is above or higher than your head or shoulder level. Now, if you're hitting that level, it's going to be really hard to put spin and power on the ball. Um, and so, for this reason, you want to be able to hit between your shoulder and your waist level. Between those 2 points, you can put the maximum power, and you can comfortably add that top spin, which helps to control your shot. So the second thing is the ball recognition. As soon as your opponent hits the ball to you, you should be able to tell whether you should just stay there or make adjustment. So just pay attention to the height of the oncoming ball. If that oncoming ball is going over your height, then that's usually end up deep, and you need that, some sort of adjustment. If the ball is lower about your height level, then you can just probably stay there, and it will probably be at the height where you can comfortably hit. So the third thing is how you approach that high ball. So with that high ball, I recommend players to do the side step backwards, move back behind the baseline, and wait for the ball to come down to that hitting zone. That way you can hit the ball back more safely, and it feels easier than moving forward and hitting the ball earlier. The fourth thing is the pathway of your racket. The pathway of the racket depends on the contact point. So if your contact point is at around your waist level, then it's low to high trajectory, starting from the pocket level, ending over your shoulder, low to high. If you end up hitting about the chest level, then it's just hitting it straight, swinging it straight. The reason why you don't need that low to high movement is because the height of the ball is already higher than the height of the net. So all you have to do is just hit and swing straight. If you try to brush the ball up from there, then there's a chance where you might hit out long. The last thing is where you want to aim. Because you're behind the baseline, you're in this defensive position. So what you want to do is you want to hit the ball, aim high, and make sure that your shot is landing nice and deep. If you try to hit the ball from behind the baseline, like how you usually do, you'll either end up hitting it very short or hitting it into the net, which is not an ideal. You're in the defensive position. Your shot has to be defensive shot, deep, nice and deep. The timing of racket takeback when you're dealing with that high ball is when the ball bounces on the ground. So as soon as you see the ball coming to you, your racket stays like this in front of your chest while you're adjusting with these side steps. As soon as the ball bounces on the ground, that's when you want to take your racket back and create that momentum to hit the ball. If you were to just take your racket back, then you adjust with that side steps, the racket's already stopping. There's no momentum at all. So it's really important to keep that racket in front of your chest, wait until the ball bounces on the ground, then you start taking your racket back and accelerate forward. So before getting to the fading drills, um, I'll show you guys a couple of footwork exercises just using your hands and tennis balls. So before the fitting drills, I'm just going to show you guys a couple of exercises that you can do, a couple of footwork exercises that you can do without actually hitting the ball. Okay. So first exercise is bounce and catch. So have your partner to throw a deep and high bouncing ball to you. What you have to do is you do the side step backwards and try catching the ball at your waist level. You can use one or two hands, it's up to you. So this. Okay, this. Now you can use your racket and do some shadow swingings. So the footwork is the same. Just pretend that the ball is coming towards you from your ready position. Turn sideways, do the side step backwards, and get into that surfer's position. Then swing your racket. Sometimes there's a backspin on the ball, and that forces the ball to stop or bounce forward. In that case, sometimes you need a little forward steps to make that small adjustment. So this is your first fitting drill. Our main focus is that side step, the backward side steps. So the first fitting is just deep shot. It's just deep shots to your forehand side. So stand close to the baseline, and every time you see that ball coming to you, you do the side step backwards, do the adjustment with your feet, and make sure you're hitting the ball between your shoulder and your waist level. So んな感じです。じゃあラストでお願いします。The second fading drill is your normal shot and deep mixed. So it's going to be one deep shot, one normal shot, deep shot, and your normal shot. The last fitting drill is everything mixed. So, and random. The last fitting drill is random and mixed. So you will get these deep shots, low shot, and forward shot. Just everything on the forehand side. Again, we're mixing up the shots to get used to the real match situations. You want to get used to this real match situations. When you do the match play, you're not gonna always get that deep shot or just that normal shot. You want to be able to deal with many types of shots, and this is a great practice for that. Nice. That's guys. Hope this video was very helpful. So today's topic was how to deal with that high bouncing ball. You need that backward side steps to adjust, and the contact point is between your shoulder and your waist level. You don't want to end up hitting the ball over your shoulder or your head, because that's the spot where you can't really add power and spin on the ball. The trajectory of the racket is low to high if the contact point is at the waist level. If it's around your shoulder level, it's just straight because of the height of the ball. The last thing is, because you are behind the baseline, you're in this defensive position. You want to aim nice and deep to hit that defensive shots. Guys, don't forget to like and subscribe this video. If you have any questions or any problems that you want to solve, please slide in the comment section.